Hello, I'm Douglas Cameron. I'm a sophomore at the U of A. I'm a detailed, results-oriented, optimistic, and dedicated business analyst with strong problem-solving skills. I believe I have many strengths, but I've narrowed it down to about three main strengths that I personally feel are the most desired traits that employers seek. The three traits are adaptability, extensive learning and application of knowledge, and effective and efficient communication. I've discovered that these strengths have helped me the most in my past job experiences, and also I feel that these traits have consistently placed me ahead of the curve and subsidized my success in many forms while working. The first trait is adaptability. I feel that when you go into a job, you need to be able to learn the stuff quickly and know exactly how the day-to-day operating stuff goes. I mean, my example personally is when I started working at Bordino's, the wine bar and restaurant. I was doing valet, and when I first got there, I don't know how they run their whole system. So you'd have to park the car, put the key in the key box, give them a little slip. But it took me a while to really get to know exactly the process that it was done. And while I was being trained, I would ask a lot of questions. I would extensively listen to them, listen to everything they were saying so that I didn't forget it. And if you do that kind of stuff, then you're going to be able to excel in your job and get to know stuff quicker so you can actually start building on whatever that knowledge is so that you can start making them more money. You just have to get the process down and to be able to adapt to whatever that environment is. That leads me to my next one, the most desirable traits of extensive learning of the and knowledge of the said product and service. The example I think of is when I was working at Fat Tire, and I got these sales and customer service training videos that would teach you all the knowledge you need to know about the bikes and the bike equipment. And I watched those, I took notes, I listened to them, and then I used them and applied all the stuff I learned to sell about $56,000 worth of bikes and biking equipment. That's also in a 5-month span. That's working part-time. That propelled me to third in sales. So definitely some production out of whatever I learned from that knowledge, and I applied it and actually generated revenue for the company. And then that actually brings me to my next trait, which is effective and efficient communication. So after I learned all that, I had to be able to communicate all of it to the customer face to face because it was retail. And I learned a lot about that, and I would always ask them a bunch of questions. I would make sure I knew exactly what kind of bike they were looking for, because some people would come in, they don't know what kind of bike they want, and I would just make sure I was selling them the exact product that would make them most happy. But that all wouldn't happen if I didn't know how to communicate with the customer effectively. So those are essentially the three traits that I feel have given me the most success in my past job experiences. They are adaptability to whatever environment and whatever job you have, extensive learning and application of the knowledge to sell and generate revenue, and then effectively communicating that knowledge to the customer or the consumer, which will also generate revenue. Thank you very much.